Hello and welcome to Game 3 of our semifinal between the Austin Outlaws and the New York Titans. Winner to go to the finals to take on the Boston Knight Riders for the Bennett Cup here at the 2019 MLQ Championships. I'm Ethan Sturm. I'll be giving you a call alongside Noah Schwartz. This series has had a lot to it. New York came out in Game 1 and took it. It was a back and forth affair. They caught the Snitch to win 145-100. Austin responded a big way in Game 2. Their first line took over the game from brooms up. They were well out in front by the 10-minute mark, and they coasted to victory.
Yeah, I think we're going to find out the story of this game in the first 5 minutes. Can the New York Titans' first line reassert themselves again?
Yeah, the Titans have been such a first-line relevant team. And right out the gate, Devin Lee with a great jump over an Augie Monroe beat to get bludger control and quaffle control.
Yeah, great play there from Devin Lee. When he has a good game, this team looks really good. But a bad beat there gives Austin bludger control right back.
Yeah, Caster's curse right there. Ben Fernandez, who runs brooms up, wasn't able to sub out before the first shift, so he'll get a full possession here with the first line.
And Cole Travis, he'll make a good beat with Devin Lee hang all over him there.
Lee's able to get Travis though way out of position, and he dodges his beat. Bludger control is going to go to New York. And John Jackson and Lindsey Morello
Tyler
are
Walker
going to
get
away from
adventurous
Augie Monroe.
Maybe a little bit too adventurous here from the Titans beaters. It's going to go across goal. They're not going to be able to convert. They are going to have bludger control though. Ball's going to be behind Devin Lee. We'll see what happes.
Yeah, you know, it's been a bit of a sloppy weekend from Molly Potter. She hasn't been as efficient as she has in the past, and she couldn't come down with that pass I thought was very gettable. But really, I mean, overall, New York walks out of that position with bludger control, having killed 1 minute and 15 seconds of time. Not an overall bad look for them.
Yeah, and we see some early depth here from Austin with Quincy, number 30, with the ball now.
Yeah, and this is probably just part of their shift into Augustine Monroe. Walker, a big beat there on Travis. Lee has Bermudez cornered. Pass goes long and high to Quincy, though.
And we'll see how New York transitions into their first line here. But so far, this two-male set's looked really good, with the exception of one bad beat from Devin Lee.
Quincy gets in the lane here.
And a nice tackle there from Ben Fernandez.
Yeah, talk about making the most of your minutes right there.
Good tackle there, forces the turnover.
It looks like he's going to actually stay on. A little bit of a line mix-up here. We're going to see a little more rest for Taylor Crawford.
Yeah.
It could be because Mohagag, who we haven't even mentioned, did go down with an injury game too, might not be ready to play.
And I think that they like this two-male set right now. We've seen some really creative plays from the beaters to have bludger control, regain bludger control, and a good tackle there from Irwin. And a nice play from Cole Travis to rest the ball away on the tap beat. And we'll see what the call is here. Really good energy from Cole Travis on that tap beat to get the ball, to get in between him and Tyler Walker, to get between the ball and Tyler Walker.
And Lecomte came off, and Walker came off broom, and Lecomte sees at the AR and forces the back to hoops, which means bludger control for Austin. I don't think this conversation is about that call. Must have been something else that I did not see.
So how do the Titans score here with the line they have out right now?
I'm not sure. Is that a fair answer?
I think it's going to be a combination of Jackson Morella, and that's going to be their first look, and then Fernandez is going to be in the back. So I think Jackson's first option here is Morella, and then Fernandez, and then we'll see if Potter can be a little bit more clean as the day goes on.
Potter has the ball there, and Casey Irwin just shoves her right out of bounds.
Yeah, turnover there, another bad turnover.
Yeah, and Potter's been the weak link on this two-male beater line right now. I don't think there's much to discuss here. Austin just needs the quaffle possession.
So there's going to be a yellow card in Casey Irwin for a shove from behind that forced Molly Potter out. So she's going to have the ball. It's going to be a chaser power play here for New York. We'll see if they can make something of it.
Yeah, they haven't looked very dangerous offensively so far.
And then Fernandez can come with the ball here. Pressure. Nice little hand in there from Marty Bermudez. He's going to slow the play down. Yeah,
I mean, it speaks to how dangerous this Austin defense can be that they can pressure like that down a quaffle player.
And it is going to be McBride and Cole Travis. And John Jackson's going to find some space here. Dish to Morella, who's going to back up and take a shot at the top.
She hit that.
What a great shot from Lindsey Morella.
Yeah, and that's when she's at her best in the lane, taking those shots. And at the 3-minute mark, you said it's going to be a story of the first 5 minutes. No goals for Austin yet, and New York on the board. But of course, most importantly, Augie Monroe now in the game at chaser.
Yeah, it was a weird look for Austin to begin the game. So into their depth early. Now Monroe's going to come in. And it's going to be K here in at beater.
Yeah, I think they got more caught in their early game line changeups than they were expecting to. It took them 3 minutes to get to the line they actually wanted to see, of Tate K and Kylie McBride in the beater game, and Augie Monroe in the coffee game.
And Fernandez is going to work on Potter here. That's a mismatch they should look to use. Marty Bermudez here behind the hoops, really working hard on Molly Potter. And Monroe's going to find some space. Monroe's going to shoot. He's not going to score. But nobody from the Titans chases the ball down. Monroe gets his own miss. And a great tackle here from John Jackson and Ben Fernandez.
Yeah, great gang tackle.
Ball pops out. It's Bermudez on top of it. Austin winning all the 50-50 balls. They pass to Garza wide open. It's a bad recovery beating there from the Titans on the great gang tackle.
10-10.
10-10.
Like
Yeah.
I thought the great recognition on the play was Augie Monroe, knowing he missed that first shot from the second he threw it, he took off for it when it was still barely out of his hand.
Yeah, and flat-footed was John Jackson, unable to go get it. And so now we're going to see a line change. It looks like Mo Hagag is in. That might, if he's at full strength, that's going to be big for them.
And standard set now out of New York. We saw Jason Rosenberg have a tough game too. They're going to need more from him here in game 3 against his Tate K, Kylie McBride line that was so effective.
And it's an interesting choice to go to them now.
And right away, Tate K's got the face beat on Rosenberg. Isle Silver's now caught out of position.
Parada forced to back up. K's having his way.
Yeah, K gets the free reset there. He didn't even try that hard. Just had to make a couple beats.
And it is Crawford, Hagag, Morella, and Parada in.
Good to see Hagag in the game.
Yeah. And we'll see if the Titans can hold up here with Rosenberg at beater. They've already used their reset, getting chased. Hagag getting chased back big time. And it looks like we're going to have a turnover here. No, we'll see who touched it last. It is going to be the Titans' ball. They can't use the reset. And Tate K is just absolutely dominating the beater game right now. McBride doing very well on her own in working on the chasers. And it's McBride, and it's the turnover there at midcourt. Pass across to Garza. Rosenberg's going to have to make this when he does. Nice beat there from Rosenberg, who's had a tough shift so far. And we're talking about Tate K a lot here, but it is his trust and the ability of McBride that allows him to be so adventurous going forward. Without stability in the back, he can't make the plays that he's making.
Yeah, these players play so much together, and their positioning is so perfectly in sync. They know when the other one's stepping. They know when the other one's dropping. They can. Oh, another huge play. They tried to get Jason Rosenberg out of there, and Tate K says, I'm no more scared of Tyler Walker.
Another reset used early for the Titans. And it's Tyler Walker in immediately for Jason Rosenberg. At times can get a little caught out of position. Hagag is down the right. They're both looking at Walker, but good defense there by the San Antonio Austin Chasers to knock it away.
6 minutes, 20 seconds. You said it was going to be the story of the first 5 minutes, but really it took more than 5 minutes for us to get the lines that we were expecting to see in the first 5 minutes on the field. So it might be the story of the next 5 minutes.
The next 5 minutes.
Maybe we'll just try that every 5 minutes until the game's over.
So K and McBride pressing high here. Hagag is going to step to Monroe. Hagag with a hand on him, able to. Hagag gets beat out. Walker's going to make a play on K, but it looks like there's going to be a foul here. It's a back to hoops foul and a goal from Austin.
Yeah, Garza, he gets his second of the game here. A good start for him. But, you know, I mean, like we said, this beater pair is being every bit as dominant as those Boston beater pairs were in the other semifinal, but the Chasers aren't capitalizing on the same way because Austin doesn't like to run in transition.
And last possession, Tyler Walker was able to engage both beaters, which allowed Hagag around the side. It was ultimately good defense from Austin, but opportunities like that are what the Titans are looking for and why Tyler Walker can be so effective. Now Kay's going to step to Morella here.
McBride, really the commander in that defense, bossing Tate K around where to go.
Absolutely. New York playing behind the hoops here.
This is what you see. Tate K sinking because he knows that Kylie McBride's head sink to Crawford.
And
that's change you don't see from many beater pairs that actually takes a behind the hoops player out of the game.
And what ended up being a good pass there from Morella sets up Taylor Crawford. for the goal. Yeah, it's really apparent here. Just really see that it is McBride's ability to control the whole field with one bludger that allows Tate K the freedom to roam around and make plays.
That said, Taylor Crawford's been so deadly off ball this entire weekend. A great feed from Lindsay Morello. We still like this New York offense best when the ball's in Lindsay Morello's hands. It's just when they can get it to her. So 2-2 at the 8-minute mark, and we've got a ball game 100%. I think we were all expecting it. I mean, seeing Austin just come out with their lives on the line is exactly what we expected after New York snip game 1. But obviously, it's a different kind of game.
And it's letdown games are a little bit of human nature. You have your big upsets, emotional, and as Augustine Moreau drives the line, makes a good pass to Casey Irwin, who looks for Godsey on the right, but Morella's there to knock it away. He's still got it. They're gonna. It's not gonna be a reset, but they're gonna restart their offense here up at the top.
You know, the difference we really saw is that Bermudez and Moreau haven't gotten to play together much. They're the ones most familiar with each other. But Bermudez kind of took those first 5 minutes, and Monroe's played the last 3 or 4. And it's definitely shown a little bit less perfect execution in the Clawful game. Should have been a goal for sure on that last drive.
Tyler Walker harassing McBride. Godsey looking for a shot. Godsey's going to shoot. He misses. It's a good shot there from Godsey. He's just got to go down. Irwin saying, "Why didn't you pass me the ball? I was wide open." Because
that's not real. That's not really a look that Austin takes very often. Tate K is going to potentially get a dangerous kick call as Tyler Walker was pushing his hand down.
As Godsey and Irwin still talking about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure there was much in that. I thought Kay's hand got in there pretty far before Walker's. Or sorry, Kay's foot got in there pretty far before Walker's. It's not going to matter here. It is going to be a card against Kay.
Which is going to give Titans bludger control here.
Yeah, I think maybe the first time that Kay and McBride have lost at this game. So 20-all. Walker beats McBride there.
They're going to give it to Hagag. He's going to look to make a move on Irwin. Slowed up by McBride. There's going to be a pass there. McBride was able to get back in that play and force a bad pass from Hagag, and they got it cleaned up. And it is interesting here because it really TK and McBride really have had control of this game, but it hasn't been producing points for Austin. Crawford beat out at point.
I mean, Austin can't be in any rush here without their second beater.
And now the ball's going to be unprotected here. It's going to be a turnover there from Monroe.
A great shoulder-to-shoulder play, but once again, there's a beater there to clean it up.
Morello's going to get the ball to Crawford. Crawford looks. He's held up by McBride. Back to Morello. Morello scores.
Great look from Crawford.
Great little give and go there between Morello and Crawford.
And they've been the offense for this team this entire game. So 3-2, we have a New York lead at the 10-minute mark of this game.
Yeah, I'd say that the beating game is tilted in the favor of, and as we're going to see a beater shift change here, it is going to be Cole.
It's a long shift out of Kay and McBride, to be sure.
And it was a dominant one. It just didn't produce many points.
Yep. Walker gets the better of Travis there.
Ball's going to go behind the hoops to Marty Bermudez. Now we see that Bermudez-Monroe line.
Yeah, but long overdue, I'd say, at this point.
Yeah, we've seen some weird lineup choices here from the Outlaws, and it's allowed. I think that it's allowed the Titans to hang in this game.
Yeah. Meanwhile, New York has just gone so tight in who they're willing to put on the field in the Quaffle game, and probably for good reason.
We'll see if they can hold up over 20 or 30 minutes.
What?
It is Bermudez up top. He's going to have a lot of space. He's going to force a step from the beater. The beater's going to miss. There's going to be a missed beat. Monroe's going to have free. Crawford is going to make another great tackle to slow up Monroe. He's going to get jumped on by Prada. He's going to be popped out to Bermudez. A great goal-saving tackle from Crawford. We've been saying that all weekend.
For sure. And now Tyler Walker gets to press again. Really?
Now Cole Travis Cole Travis misses the beat on Tyler.
And Crawford's all alone. Oh, but he can't handle. Oh, but then an overthrow.
Nice tackle there from Bermudez. It's going to be Hagag. Ledger still not in the play. Goal from Mo Hagag on some sloppy play there from the Titans that ends up with a goal.
And it is 4-2 New York.
4-2 New York, and it's the no call here on the Walker Cole Travis exchange that leads to the no bludger situation.
To be clear, there was a call made. Crystal Cobb said he had the angle, and it was deflected by the bludger, and he had a better angle than we did. Good ARing to be in the right place at the right time.
So far, I think we've seen tight lines from New York and Austin going into their depth, and it's really shown on the field. Austin's offense really hasn't gotten going, despite the fact that they've been pretty dominant in the beater game. The long shift from Kay and McBride really worked the New York beaters, but the qualifier players just weren't able to capitalize on it. And we see a timeout here from who I believe is Austin. And the score that you're seeing on your screen is wrong. It's actually 40-20 New York. Will be adjusted soon at the 12-minute mark here. Morella and Crawford doing the bulk of the scoring for New York. Hagara adding a goal. Just good to see after not being able to come back into the second game. So I was saying that some weird chasing lines from Austin have led to some of this inconsistency and inability to capitalize on what's been somewhat of a slanted bludger control.
Yeah, no, for sure. But it's also been the physicality in New York, which is more what we saw in Game 1. I mean, the change in Game 2 is that Augie Monroe, his old nickname that you don't hear much anymore, Slipstream, was just slipping right through those point defenders. Not so much in this game. Taylor Crawford's been making big hits. Mo Hagag's been making big hits.
And now it's going to be Ebner and Lou in for New York.
And also, Landon Garfinkel makes his step into the game.
And he's going to play the point on Monroe, who's at keeper. And we are seeing that Irwin Bermudez Monroe line now.
This beater pair, though, of Austin hasn't had much luck since they came into the game. Monroe
happy to stay patient here. He's got Goddessy. He's got a matchup between Goddessy and Morella behind the hoops.
To keep bludger control, but now it's no bludgers.
Yeah, and that's just too easy. Good play there from the Austin beaters.
Good patience by Ricky Nelson. The thing a lot of refs do too quickly is just call the goal without checking with all their refs. He made sure there were no calls on the play before he signaled it through. But a nice clean goal there from Monroe.
And now Titans are going to go into their depth. We'll see how this affects the game. It is going to be John Jackson out there with Garfinkel and Morella, as well as number 99.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about a lot this weekend already, but one of the big changes to the MLQ rules that I think went a little undernoticed, as we see an exchange of beats here from Cole Travis, was the fact that you have to play in your depth. You don't have a choice because you have to play 27 good minutes of Quidditch. You can't just rest when the Snitch comes on pitch. New York was realistic about that. They got 10 great minutes out of their first line, but you can't play that line for 26 minutes. It's not going to work. So now we're going to have to see what their second line can do.
And the beater pair of Ebner and Lou haven't had great shifts. They've been serviceable in some games. They're gonna have to really step up here to keep New York with the lead. And Garfinkel's gonna pass to Morella. Morella's gonna go back to number 99. He's got a shot. He's gonna take it. Nice shot there, Morella with the feed.
And everything is going through Morella. And by the way, the one person who might not get a break in this game is Lindsay Morella. We saw her. Early in the summer, she was playing a Femme Fatale tournament where she was obviously, unsurprisingly, the best player on her team. She was putting in some 40-minute shifts. She has a lot of endurance, and I would not be surprised if she doesn't leave this game. Because their offense currently runs through Lindsay Morella. So we'll wait for the call. If there's no call, it'll be 50-30. Obviously, if it gets ruled off, it'll stay 40-30. But I'm a little surprised at how easily Austin has been cut up by passes. You know, it's one thing for Morella to be unmarked, but then for Yanko to also be unmarked behind the hoops, like who's covering who somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So Ebner and Lou are going to have bludger control to restart this game. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be a bludger turnover. They're going to say the goal. The signal from the AR looks like they're going to say the goal is going to count, but there will be a bludger turnover. We'll let them tell you.
So a card will be called, I believe, on Dazzler. Sorry about going silent on the broadcast here, but we're just trying to hear what the refs are saying so we can give you the best information possible.
Refs still talking about it. They're going to try and get this one right.
I'm pretty sure a blue card was handed out. I'm not sure if it was to Ebner or to Lou, but it's to one of the beaters for ignoring a beat. I don't know if they're considering going back on this call. If they would, that'd be a bit of a messy situation.
Yeah, the signal looked like they were going to call the goal good and the bludger turnover.
But that would mean that the ignore would have had to happen after the goal.
So the goal will be no good. The ignore beat came before the goal.
That's a big momentum swinger if Austin can suddenly make it 44 here after what would have been 5-3.
So Lou has picked up a few fouls in the last few games.
Yeah, for sure.
A little over aggressive at times.
There's definitely some inconsistency on which players on each team are picking up fouls, right?
It is still New York ball. Garfield on the top of the key. They're going to look to kill this beater power play.
14-minute mark, though. I mean,
Travis,
at this point, Austin's not putting this away in 20 minutes.
No, Travis is looking to attack here. Now we're going to get the step.
Good pressure here, but they haven't used their reset yet, so good play by New York as well.
Long throw to Morello.
Oh, he had her.
She's unable to come up with it. Monroe was there for the defend.
She might have heard footsteps from Monroe there.
30 seconds until this beater power play is killed, but I think that Austin's going to have some advantage here.
Yeah, so first time we're seeing Jack Wang today. Or sorry, in this game at least.
And it's going to be a give and go to Irwin. Nice play there between Irwin and Monroe.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised we didn't see Jack Wang earlier. He had a very good shift in game 2. We'll see what he can bring to the table here as they do tie it up at 40-40. Again, these top teams not going to miss the advantage of a beater power play. Devin Lee now back in the game.
He's putting good shifts throughout the tournament. He's beat out there though, and Wang is going to have an advantage here.
Wang beats everybody on the team and forces the turnover. And that's why I said I'm surprised we didn't see Wang earlier. He's looked so energetic.
Monroe, I think he blocks that ball. Garfield going to jump on it. Jackson's going to take off. He's got Wang right by his side. A great tackle there.
Big tackle by Quincy.
Wang aggressively goes after it.
He's going wherever he wants right now.
Wang is trying to be a one-man wrecking crew.
I think Devin Lee got beat there, yep.
Unsurprising to see McBride as the anchor of it.
Let's go, Titans, let's go! Headstrong, everybody, headstrong!
And a missed beat there. Going to be an opportunity for the Titans to maintain get bludgeon control back.
We've seen that from some of these younger beaters, right? You want to be aggressive, but you can't be aggressive one too many times.
Yeah, and a little miscue there as Lee and Garfield get caught up together and the ball goes wide. It's not going to matter, though.
There's a respect beat right there from Devin Lee. Casey Irwin easily could have pushed Lanny Garfinkel over that line.
Jackson with the ball up top. We've got a wide open Lindsay Morella. She's going to make a move. Decides to put it back up top. Bermuda's at the point.
Yeah, Devin Lee was able to clear out Kylie McBride, but not fast enough response from the offense.
We get the switch there on the pick. Bermuda's has to work hard to get back. John Jackson might have been able to go a little faster to use that pick. And some bad quaffle play there results in a turnover. Monroe's going to look up. He's not going to go.
Yeah, and this has been the story of New York, right? They don't score in their depth. They only score in their first line.
And it's a nice tackle there from John Jackson. It's going to be a little unnecessary, I think. Devin Lee is the first beater there, though.
The ball is out and is recovered by Yanko, though he does get beat. John Jackson's had a few of those plays today, and it really just shows the effort he puts out in every game he plays. But here we are, 40-40, and we're approaching the 17-minute mark. This is going to be a snitch-decided game.
Yeah, and Jackson's going to take a sub now for Parada. And that's a little bit why I don't like that tackle there. I mean, it does create some havoc, but ultimately expends probably a little bit too much energy that you're going to need coming up here with the snitch on pitch.
That said, if he got the turnover, I mean, that's a possession right there.
And Bermuda's able to be slippery enough to get past Garfinkel. Back to Quincy, who has Morella on him. Ball goes back up top. It's going to be a reset. It might go out of bounds. Gregoire's really going to have to work there.
And they're going to say that there was no target. Illegal reset. Have to have a target to a pass thrown over the line. And while Gregoire was close, they're going to say not close enough.
That's a little bit of a close call there.
I agree.
It's a little bit tight.
It's a bad pass, not a pass to no one.
Yeah.
Anybody in the stadium could have told you who that pass was going to. It was just a little high.
And McBride still in at beater. We've got a change from Cole Travis.
First line back in here for New York. Lindsey Morrell never left, but the other three are back.
We'll see what Devin Lee can do here. And the ball comes out.
To the ground. McBride, though, was able to clean it up and pressure.
And now the ball's going to be behind. And a nice.
Ultimately there by McBride.
Crawford is going to pick it up. He's going to try and find a target. Hagag uncovered on the other side. Definitely able to get back into play. A little bit too aggressive from the New York Beaters, although it didn't result in turnover.
18-minute mark here, 4-4.
Eyes up, everybody, eyes up.
Another challenge here. Oh, and a missed beat. That is going to be bludger control for the Titans. And Hagag gets it to Crawford. Crawford's looking to shoot. Crawford scores. Big play there from the Titans to get bludger control and the ball and the score a goal.
Only two places goals come from in New York: Taylor Crawford or Lindsey Morrell. 5-4, 18-30.
And now the ball's going to get pressured here. Godsey's going to have it.
Davis Rowe finally into this game for Austin. We haven't seen much of him.
Gregoire's going to get it. He's going to look to attack. He's going to shoot. Parada's there to eat it up. They're going to go the other way. It's a no-bludger situation. It's 2-on-2. The ball is going to come back into play here. Parada's going to shoot.
Parada took the worst option available there.
Shot on the near hoop. He missed.
Options: block the beater, pass it to the wide open Taylor Crawford. He takes the teardrop shot that goes nowhere. That's a mistake right there.
And we're 50-40 in an elimination game here with 1 minute until the 20-minute timeout.
The Austin Reign is basically a snitch grab away from ending. Monroe now in a beater, eats up Fiona Weishart, but misses Tyler Walker.
And it is going to be the two-male set.
So we're going to need to stop play and change up what's happening here. Because what happened is that so Tyler Walker got beat by a kick beat as he was being thrown at by Augie Monroe. That's probably going to send Walker back to hoops. It's going to put the bludger on the ground. No, there's no call on the play.
So it is going to be the two-male set of Kay and Monroe in for snitch on pitch situation where they are so good.
Yes, they dominated around the snitch a game ago. Of course, now we have Tyler Trudeau back in at snitch. He was snitch caught by Frank Minson in game 1 to give New York the win.
And they started Minson against the snitch, and we'll see if they do it again. Oh, a nice catch there from Tyler Walker and a missed beat by Kay.
Austin does get a goal out of it, though, so we're at 50-50. One more possession before the 20-minute mark. It'll be New York's. A chance to go up 60-50 at the 20-minute timeout.
Ball goes from Ella. She's got some space.
She misses.
Shot's no good.
McBride recovers, and that's the 20-minute mark. 50-50. The first team to 120 will move on to the finals to take on the Boston Knight Riders. A heck of an effort here from New York to keep this one close.
Yeah, and it's been kind of sloppy. The qualifier play has been kind of sloppy here from Austin. I think that's what's allowed New York to keep it close.
But also, I mean, just less effective execution on offense. They were so smooth in that second game. They were scoring at like the rate of like one goal a minute for at least the first shift. And New York just kind of tightened up their physicality, which they're going to have to show here with snitch on pitch.
And as Ethan said, it will be Tyler Trudeau that was caught by Minson. And it looks like I wouldn't be surprised if he gets to start again at Seeker. Obviously, Josh Andrews for the Austin Outlaws.
So, winner here will take on the Boston Knight Riders. That game will be at 4 p.m. Eastern Time right here on this pitch. Before that, we will have the finals of our divisional games also on this pitch. That's going to be A game where you'll get to see some experimental rules we've been running this week, including 7-inch bludgers. A snitch is worth 20 points but comes out over and over as they're caught, and a 90-second shot clock. But first, we have a second finalist to decide between the Austin Outlaws and the New York Titans.
And what a series this has been.
Oh, man. Incredible. You've got the highs and the lows. You've got Austin just running it down New York's throat in Game 2, the excitement of Game 1 first thing in the morning. And now it all comes down to this. Perfectly even. First team to put 7 points on the board is headed for a final.
Snitch worth 45.
And just to kind of sum up the stakes, Austin entered the league in 2016. They weren't in the inaugural 2015 season. They've never missed a final in that time. They've only lost one final in that time to Boston. In 2017 and 2018, they went undefeated all the way to a title. They've already lost one here. Now they could miss their first ever title. On the New York side, New York was in the inaugural final against Boston. They lost it 2-0 though in 2 very close games. Since then, a little bit rockier, but last year we're in the Final Four as well, where they did lose to Boston. And they're looking to make their third final and a chance at their first ever MLQ title.
And it is going to be number 25, Minson for New York. Obviously, number 5, Josh Andrews for the Outlaws.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing the matchups here, right? Frank Minson caught him once. You're going to throw him in there again.
Got to give him a shot here. Snitch about to be on pitch. We started with the Titans having the ball. We started with the Titans bludger control and Outlaws ball. Minson going to get the first opportunity here.
Tarcher trying to keep his distance.
Oh, and a bad inbound pass as Yada's going to get it. It's going to go to Taylor Crawford. Taylor Crawford's just Parada with the heads-up play on the long inbound pass.
Meanwhile, Walker and Weishart are giving Frank Minson all the time in the world. Monroe cannot get through. He finally gets the beat on at least Minson. Oh, and Josh Andrews gets all the way back behind but can't make the catch. Bludger control finally with Monroe and Kay. This is where they've been so dangerous.
Refs missed a shove by Monroe on Weishart without the bludger.
Oh, and a little physical contact there.
Play
Walker. And a misbeat there from Final Weishart, costly. It's going to give Josh Andrews some time with Tyler Trudeau. TK with the catch on Weishart. A smart beat on quote unquote on K. Oh, and Josh Andrews had his hand on the snitch there as Crawford scores again.
Yeah, great physical play from Crawford. Scores 7-6 New York. Oh, and a great dodge there from number 4.
Trudeau is forced down there by Minson. So
we are now a 2-male beater set for both teams. Gregoire's going to shoot. Gregoire's going to miss. That ball misses.
Denied by the goal. Jackson's looking to run. He could be up 8-6 right here.
Jackson's going to put his hand through the hoop.
80-60. Game 2, 120 here. The New York Titans are 4 quaffle goals away from going to the finals.
On a great catch there from Ebner.
Oh, then we're going to get his pause.
So it's going to be Ebner and Belitsky trying to close this game out for beater for New York. There's a blue card on Cole Travis here. And that's going to give bludger control back to New York.
That's a really costly foul there from Travis.
Looks like it was illegal immunity that turns the bludger control over. Yeah, it's going to give Frank Minson more time here, and Snitch Grab will win it for New York.
Yeah, and Austin's been frustrated with the refs at times during the series, but really they need to be frustrated with themselves. They've not played well enough in games 1 and 3 to be really a valid finals team.
And it is Wang in there who's been very good this series at beater for Austin.
Real hard to be good by yourself though in secret beating. Yep, it's absolutely. A lot of responsibilities.
So I imagine that when New York gets the quaffle back, they are going to look to slow it down, don't you think? And take full advantage of this blue card on Cole Travis?
So what they're saying is that the foul actually happened before that goal by John Jackson, so he'll just start off broom. So all that talk we were saying about leaving Jack Wang on an island is not going to happen. For what it's worth, I probably wouldn't have rushed that power play's end. Witsky misses. Oh no, he does get Josh Andrews there. Wang, beats him to the ball.
Now Belitsky here in trouble with the referees.
You know, a lot of times you say, like, oh, in these big games, I feel like you're always so critical of the beaters. But the fact is, you get those better ARs on those beaters, and you start seeing all the little tricks that the beaters like to throw into their games.
Right. And Belitsky taking full responsibility for that blue card.
So now the question becomes, does Austin push it?
Yeah, if I'm Austin, I think I slow the
I think
ball
you
here.
give Josh Andrews basically a minute of unimpeded work on the snitch.
Bermudez is going to walk up. They're not going to stop him. They really want Josh. They really want this goal to get scored, and Austin's going to oblige. I don't know if I would have.
You delay the game if you don't. You get delay the game. You have to try to score. Oh, misbeat by Ebner there. Andrews going to get even more time on Trudeau. Oh, can't get around the back. 80-70 now the score.
Again, we're playing to 120.
Mike Lee in now. I think it's the first time we called his name all series.
Morello with the ball behind the hoops. Goes to Potter. Potter shoots. Potter scores.
We talked about how we needed something from Potter there. That cut was perfect.
Now, great cut, great passing catch. And now we finally get a beat on Josh Andrews from Ebner. Ebner gets beat out.
90-70 now the score. New York needs 3 more goals to advance to the finals.
And it is Ben Fernandez in at seeker for the Titans. Josh Andrews still out there for the Outlaws. A pick there from Casey Irwin. It's going to be an easy goal. Or is it? Another great Josh Jackson.
Sorry, it did go through the hoop. So now either team catching will send them to the finals.
And now it's Devin Lee out there with Belitsky, and they immediately get bludger control back.
Josh Anderson's going to get a shot
great
here.
beat.
We have not seen him seek yet in this tournament.
And a goal there for New York.
100-80. New York just needs 2 more goals to go to the final.
A catch will win it for either team.
And Josh Anderson is getting all the time. Sorry, John Anderson is getting all the time with the snitch right now.
And a misbeat from No, not a misbeat from Belitsky. It does roll away from him, though.
Monroe back in the beater game. So much time here for John Anderson.
A nice kick beat there from Devin Lee.
Monroe.
And Hagag is in at seeker now for the Titans.
Score is now 100-90. John Anderson's getting so much time here. And he is beat by Walker. And we have to discuss.
We're getting a card on seeker Mo Hagag. He's going to be out for 1 minute.
To be fair, the way the Austin beaters have been dominating seeker beating, I'm not sure if that's a big a difference.
Well, not having your seeker out there and being able to catch.
I'm just saying, I don't think New York seeker has been anywhere near the snitch for the last 3 minutes.
Although there are only 2 goals away.
Yeah.
That's a big blue card, though, on Hagag, though.
New York is saying to score on themselves. I do not think scoring on yourself is the play right here.
I don't think it is either. You only need 2 goals to...
Too strong, everybody, too strong.
Maybe I misunderstood, but I think that's what the bench was asking for. You're only up 100.
No, I don't think scoring yourself is the play at all.
Looks like Hagag didn't get a card after all said and done anyway. Just a back to hoops.
So the score's still 10-9, 190. Hazlitt's in now.
Hazlitt, yeah, the big bruiser is what you want on these drives.
He's going to pass across the Potter. Potter's going to score!
New York
and
is
Hagag,
1 goal away.
And Hagag all by himself over there. Devin Lee and Tyler Walker have control of the seeking game again. Monroe, misbeat by Monroe.
Yeah, which means if they wanted, Devin Lee and Tyler Walker could even pressure the Quaffle game here. Casey Irwin has the pressure of Devin Lee on him.
And it's
Lee's blocked. Gregoire gets it across to Rowe. Rowe misses. Huge rebound from McBride. Makes it 110-100. But New York needs 1 goal to win, which means Augie Monroe has to stay in the beater game.
And I'm not sure the Outlaws understand what's going on here. Because it's a no bludger situation.
That's just because of the beat. Hazlitt on the wing. Hazlitt looking to shoot. Gregoire has the block. And he's going the other way. No, he slows it down.
And he's pressured and beat.
And he has a legal receiver. Oh, and Tyler Walker misses his beat. Casey Irwin will get to slow it down. John Anderson has time. And we have a stoppage. What an insane end to this semifinal.
What an amazing game so far. 1 goal will win it for New York. 2 goals will win it for the Outlaws. The snitch catch for either team will win it.
So it only matters that there's a receiver at the time of the landing, not the time of the throw. There was a receiver at the time of the landing. It was Casey Irwin. No, they're going to turn the ball over.
New York is going to get the ball here. So definitely has two bludgers. He's going to roll.
A game-saving beat from Augustine Monroe on the leg of Hazlitt.
It was a weird beat there by Devin Lee to beat out Davis Rowe. The ball ricocheted to Monroe, who made the game-saving beat.
So it will be Austin Ball. Molly Potter trying to be all over Casey Irwin. I don't think that one's going to work, though.
Definitely needs to get there.
Yeah, I think Austin's decided they're going to try to win this game in the quaffle game. Their Seekers defending, and they're saying if we can get a goal, one more stop, goal.
Misbeat from Monroe there. Devin Lee going to retrieve a bludger. It's going to be a foot race. Kay's going to beat him to it.
Gregoire, oh, Walker misses Gregoire.
He's going to slow it down.
I'm not sure why. I don't know.
Davis Rowe wide open by the hoops.
I'm not sure which strategy Austin is trying to win with right now, but it seems like neither.
Hazlitt on the defense. He's just going to push him there.
Gregoire looking for
And
Rowe.
this should be Parada's tackle here.
No, Parada bounces off of Rowe. Oh, and they're going to get a contact
They're going to get a card here. What a wild finish to this
Ricky
game.
Nelson is going to card Michael Parada, and Davis Rowe is going to have a clean run at the hoops with a wide open Aaron McBride on the far hoop. Yeah? Huh? Yeah, but he's going to have to step forward for a while. All right. Rowe
We get the step from Hazlitt.
Yeah, and Morel covers up the McBride pass. Good play by her. Casey Irwin's just standing back for some reason.
And then we get a good pick and roll there from Gregoire, recognizing the mismatch with Molly.
Point. The next quaffle point will advance to the finals.
It is going to be Parada. We're going to get subs here from New York. John Jackson coming into the game.
Free time on the Snitch, so that would also end the game. Oh, he gets behind. Oh, finally a beat by Bolitsky, who just.
And Rosenberg is going to come in. I'm assuming they're going to run the 1.5 with Rosenberger. He's going to attack.
They don't have budget control, so they're not running 1.5.
No. Ball goes to Morella, back to Jackson. Jackson misbeat there.
Misses, but he's got another bludger.
Back to Molly Potter. Potter across to Morella. Taylor Crawford, who's been able to score a lot of points here this weekend.
Monroe's going to pressure high on Crawford. That passes to nobody. Mary McBride's going to be the first one there. She can't handle it. She's got McGuire swing down the side.
He misses. It's a foot race. Jackson's going to bring he's out of bounds. Jackson's foot on the line as he retrieved that ball. We'll see what the referees say about it. It was a foot race between him and Davis Rowe.
This game is insane.
Absolutely what an amazing semifinal. I think both teams have had some trouble getting the players they want on the pitch. It's interesting to see Rosenberg here in this situation. So the call is that Jackson stepped on the line. It is going to be Blues ball. Good call there.
Over. Great effort by Rowe there to stay in the play enough to force Jackson to step on the line. So next goal wins still. Bludger control, I believe, yes, is with Austin. I'm guessing they're going to slow it down, and they're just going to kamikaze Monroe and Travis to create a no-bludger situation. No reset there. When you immediately get possession, you are allowed to throw it back behind the midline, so they still have their 2 resets.
And they're going to give the ball to Gregoire, and he's just going to follow in Travis and Monroe here.
Yep. They don't care about having bludger control at the end of this play. Oh, one big block by Rosenberg.
And
Davis Rowe puts it through. The Austin Outlaws survived their biggest test in 3 years and will advance to the finals. What a series. What a game.
Yeah, phenomenal series here from both teams. Left it all on the line. Great recognition there by Rowe to pick the ball up off of his feet, put it home. Just an amazing series.
Yeah.
I expect the finals will be absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I mean, this Boston team and this Austin team, we've seen the parity all across these semifinals so far. I don't think it's going to slow down this final. We've got a great one for you. That game will be kicking off at about 4 o'clock. We will be playing one more game on this pitch before that, and we'll have it on the stream. It'll be at the divisional final, where we'll still be testing out some of those rules. We're also going to get an interview with an Austin player for you here in a couple minutes. But yeah, we might need to cool down for a second first. But man, what a semifinal. We'll be back with more action. Thank you guys all for watching.